After starting a project or in a scheme, duplicating a scheme that you own, you will see your name on the upper left. So here's my name on the upper left, and I'm the only one that can actually see this project right now. The first thing you should do is actually share it. In the BIMStorm, the requirement is to share your work as you're going along so others can actually comment and participate. On the upper right, there are a few things to start. First, we will go into the share button, and there's two options: to share with read permission to all users in the studio. In other words, everybody can see this project but cannot edit it. And the other option is to also share it with specific users, with either all users in the studio or a group of users. Here I actually set up a group called Onuma, so I can see that I'm sharing it with several people in the Onuma team. If I hover over the name, I can see that. And I'm also going to share it with what's called web services and BIM on demand. This is to link to the project from the outside. It's a little bit more advanced, but basically we recommend just selecting sharing all. The only one that you should be careful of who you want to share with read and write permissions. In other words, whoever has access to it with this group can actually edit your project. So it should be more of your internal team that's working with you. And even there you might decide, well, I really want to just make it only read only and have them make a copy of it. When you have read-only access, you can actually duplicate a project and view that as well. Create a new version of it if you'd like. At the bottom, you save settings and close window. And then the next part of this is how to share, create sharing options with the accounts. So on the upper right, there's an account button. Select that, and this interface shows up. This interface actually shows all the users in the studio. These are all the BIMStorm participants right now in this studio. I can click on any one of them and pull up information about them. So here's Young and Amber and Pankau. And on the very top, there's one called User Groups. If you select that, it allows you to create a new group. There's one group here called Onuma, but I want to create a new user group. So I'm going to say Add User Group, and I'm going to call this Sharing Group for Mission College. You can call it whatever you want. Click Add, and then you see your name here, and you can add other users to this group. So I can say Add User, and select from this list on who else you'd like to add to this group. So I'm going to add Jacob. And I'm going to add one more person, so I'll have 3 people in this group. I'm going to add Thomas. So now I have 3 people in this group, and there's a little pencil here. You can actually change the settings there if you'd like to change the name or delete some users. And then we'll just update this and close the window. And now the options will be, if I go to share, there's going to be another group listed here, the sharing group that I just made here, so I can select that group to also edit. Share group for mission, there's 3 people in this group. So this way you can actually create a pretty different levels of access for users as you start working on the project. In general, we recommend, because this is a planning exercise, BIMStorm is about sharing, so share your schemes, otherwise nobody else can actually see them. So go ahead and save that. So now everybody else has access to view at least, and certain people have access to edit. Now that this project's shared, we can actually start sending messages through the model. This is building information modeling mail. In other words, I could say, okay, I'm looking at this maintenance and operations building. Whatever I'm seeing on screen here, whether it's a floor plan or a site plan or a room plan, if I hit BIM mail, it opens up this interface here, and it says, who would you like to send a message to? I could say, well, I want to send it to all users, because it's shared with everybody, so that means they can actually get a message and see this plan. Or I could say I want to send it to just this sharing group here. I'm going to type the subject of this message and type a test message here, and even attach a file if you want to take a screenshot or an image or even a sketch. What this does is this BIM mail actually sends a message from within the model. This is a building information model sending an email to these users who will get a message saying, please take a look at this plan. So I'm going to send this BIM mail. and you'll get this interface sending.